8:05 a.m. on this Sunday morning, September 7th, 2025. And what did the clouds bring us this morning? Yeah, a little bit of moisture. Let's go ahead and step on out here real quick. And this is what we have in our skies now. As all this cloud coverage that we were seeing rolling in the previous recording is moving out, but we still have a lot of, and this is not even coming out in the coloration that I am seeing, okay? Much lighter, brighter, a much paler blue in the sky. The lighting out here is really funky this morning, which I showed that once again in the previous recording. So I'm just wasting a little bit of time before I head out into the woods. Take care of these critters. Chilly morning out here, but we are supposed to be warming up over these next couple of days. Getting quite the clearing here, but then we see all this, and I'm not sure which direction all this is moving currently. Looks like it's moving somewhat southeast. From the northwest. And we are facing west right here. And I really have not paid any attention to the meteorological reports because, well, with this manufactured weather, and it's all manufactured, and I don't care where you're at upon this planet of ours. It's all highly orchestrated and manipulated, created, if you will. Yeah, it looks like this is slowly filling in and headed my direction. Don't know if there's to be any more precipitation. And of course, when it comes down to feeding times, I have to be quite wary of, well, I need to be quite aware of sky conditions and weather conditions. But yeah, that's what we got from the cloud coverage that took place within that previous recording this morning. And we got a little bit of precipitation. And so I just felt the need to follow up our sunrise recording with this recording. And we'll end it right here. And more than likely we'll continue henceforth at some point this day. So once again, take care and have yourselves a great one. 8:45 a.m. Quite the turnout this morning. You're okay. You're all right. And unfortunately, yeah, good morning up there. I see you. I Got the Blue Jays up here, but, well, no pancakes this morning. They're gonna be a little upset. There we go. You can see that one up here. Yeah, they've been hollering out to me. We've got other cats moving in now. The little ones, they're learning the ropes up here. And what was really cool was having little Snowball here running right up to me this morning, ready for breakfast. That was really cool. Hi, my lady. Hi. How you doing, girl? So yeah, anyway, we are out here after our little bit of precipitation this morning. And, well, pertaining to these guys here, and the birds and squirrels, apparently I might be doing some cooking this morning in pancake form. As well, when I woke this morning, my phone was flashing at me, and apparently a neighbor had texted me last night informing me that they have some chicken broth for me, which I will be incorporating that into the mixture of the pancake batter. But yeah, until then, I guess the Blue Jays will have to suffice with whatever, which eventually, yeah, they'll be making their way down and feasting on the cat food out here, which I have put down many a piles. Wolf has not come up here this morning, and so that has really made for a pleasant feeding to take place. But yeah, I'm going to do likewise and follow her out, and we will go ahead and do a bit of a sky observation. Unfortunately, yeah, nothing showed up in our sunrise recording this morning. Too much interference pertaining to the clouds. But yep, I am going to go ahead and mosey on out, and this is a good site right here. This is good. But apparently I am not moving locations none too soon, the way that everything seems to be going. So apparently I will be dealing with yet another winter of feeding the granimals out here, in which I need to create some kind of a blockade due to the elements, frozen precipitation, if you will, that will block said elements from corrupting food, if you will, and covering it up. And so yeah, all right, let's go ahead. And it's not coming through real strong right now. We're still having quite a little bit of cloud coverage, but I once again have my polarized sunglasses with me in case we do get a halfway decent viewing. I could have done so when I first came out here, but as you see, the cats were like right at my feet and crying out for breakfast. So let's go ahead and head on out there and see what we've got. Alrighty, unfortunately, once again, we have just way too much cloud coverage to be able to get a decent viewing. But we are having rather large gaps. See this? So at some given point, I should be able to get viewing from the balcony. And more than likely, we should, keeping fingers crossed, be able to capture a decent viewing of the object next to the sun. So I guess I will go ahead and end it right here. This is going to be another irritating day of posting because of lack of connectivity with the internet. And I just want to real quick put this little warning out there for you people pertaining to AI and your devices. Through my observations and with a little bit of experimentation, I have been noticing that since basically June of this year, many people have been experiencing a lot of issues with their devices. This is due to, mind you, this is my opinionated theory, but this is due to AI and its power consumption. Okay, we have a lot of different AI systems out there right now, and it takes a massive amount of energy for these systems to operate. This is what is happening now. While I am uploading and having all these complications uploading, I have to keep my phone charged anymore because of battery drainage that has been happening on a rather quick basis. I thought it was due to possibly hacking or malware. Well, yes, it is that, but through artificial intelligence because of its need for power. And so while I am uploading to this platform, I am having to constantly keep my phone charging, and I have noticed that my battery usage does not increase while I am posting because of that need for power consumption. Now then, the warning is, how does this affect your body if you are holding your device? Because remember, well, if you're an older person such as myself, and you might remember antenna TV, especially years back before digital systems started to roll out, we had the analog systems that of antennas and analog frequencies, in which, well, if your TV was not coming in real good, you had to monkey around with your antenna. And a lot of times you would grab hold of your antenna, and lo and behold, all of a sudden a channel would come in really nice, crisp and clear. And you would have people say, oh, stand right there, stay right there, hold on to that antenna, stay right there, man, the channel's coming in really good. Okay? Well, not only does your body act as a natural antenna, but you also hold a type of electrical energy. And I have noticed that while holding the phone while uploading, that it is absorbing my power as well as the electrical power while charging. No, I cannot prove this, but I can say without a doubt that I have observed this, I have experimented with this, and I know for me this is a proven fact of what is going on, and it is very disturbing. So I try to keep the phone at least at arm's length distance while it's uploading now, and while it's charging, because of this situation of energy needfulness. So that's my little warning right there. Take it as you will. But I am going to continue on with this day, and once, like I said, this cloud coverage should move on out of here, I will go ahead and do my best to capture this object if it is indeed capturable today. So on that note, I shall leave it at that. Oh, got the dog out here running around. And once again, once this should happen to become more viewable, we shall commence from there. Have a great one. Take care. Thanks for watching.